America is dealing with its fourth deadly air crash in the past 2 weeks. Authorities in Arizona say one person has been killed and several others were injured when a private jet owned by Mötley Crüe frontman Vince Neil veered off the runway while landing at the Scottsdale airport yesterday and collided with another private jet that was parked. A rep for Neil says the rock star was not on the plane. Video shows the moment of impact as a plane skirts through the runway in Scottsdale, Arizona. Airport officials say it appeared the left main landing gear failed as it was landing, causing the collision. That jet, said to be owned by heavy metal band Mötley Crüe lead singer Vince Neil, who was not on board, according to Neil's legal representative. The Federal Aviation Administration said in a statement that it was investigating the crash, which involved a Learjet 35A that skidded off the runway and then collided with a Gulfstream 200 jet.
One DOA, 2 immediates that have been transported to local trauma centers, 1 delayed stable to a local hospital.
After initially saying 4 people were injured, officials later said 1 person died and 3 others sustained injuries. Yesterday's crash is the 4th deadly plane crash in the U.S. in the past 2 weeks, after a fatal mid-air collision near Washington, D.C. that killed all 67 people in late January.
Some breaking news this hour as a small plane has just crashed into the Potomac River here in Washington near the Ronald Reagan Airport just outside Washington, D.C. That's according to the D.C. Fire Department. As you can see here, fireboats are now on the scene, and Reagan National Airport says that all takeoffs and landings from the airport have been halted for now.
The crash of a medevac jet in Philadelphia that killed 7 people days later.
The victims include a child and her mother, a doctor, paramedic, pilot and co-pilot, all from Mexico. U.S. authorities are investigating after the medical transport plane crashed into a residential area less than a minute after takeoff.
And a crash in Alaska that claimed the lives of all 10 people on a commuter flight.
The Coast Guard has found the wreckage of a plane believed to be a regional flight that disappeared in Alaska. All 10 people on board are presumed dead. They found the plane about 30 miles southeast of Nome. That's where the Bering Air flight was headed when officials say it lost contact with it. There's no word yet on what exactly caused the crash, but investigators say there was a rapid loss of elevation and speed.
The crash in Scottsdale coming at a time when concerns are growing over aviation safety. Meanwhile, today, emergency crews responded to a small plane crash in Northampton. Thankfully, the plane's only occupant, the pilot, was uninjured.